what's going on YouTube? It's Donnie. All right, so it is Gladius Day 2. I'm super excited because, as I've mentioned before, for anyone who's paid attention, the Roman Gladius is my all-time favorite sword. Look at this. Look at this grip. Tell me if that's not perfect, like made for my hand. It is freaking awesome. So this one, like the other two I am bringing you, and one I already brought you, the APOC, is from swordiz.com, SWORDIS.com. I will put the link below, as well as the link to this very particular, very beautiful, very traditional, and very accurate, and I'll show you why, Gladius. This is gorgeous. It is made by Legacy Arms Generations 2. It is called the Roman Gladius sword. Don't know how they came up with that, but it's fitting. So here's a little something in the write-up. They talk about how this is one of the most iconic swords, which it is, used by the Roman legionnaires, which it was, to conquer 3 continents, which they did. And it was used to defend against the nasty-ass long spears that enemy armies or opposing armies would use to absolutely destroy attackers. And this thing chopped them in half and got through them, and was able to use that smaller size to really control. So if you have a spear tip coming in, it's here, send it to the side, send the next one, bam, cut. You can slash, do whatever you want with it. Just freaking awesome. So the reason this one is so cool to me is because this one is a replica of an original found in the ruins of Pompeii from the mid-1st century. That if you're making this, designing this, creating this from a 1st century Pompeii found original sword, design wise, it could be pretty accurate. So it has a straight double-edged blade, 9260 spring steel, gotta be spring steel in a sword. It has a reinforced core, great for thrusting and cutting attacks, which is what made these swords so freaking amazing. Let's see, the hilt, which is this guy right here, is your scabbard, is made of hardwood. It is leather wrapped. It is pinned. It is capped. It is pretty damn sweet. So let's see. I was the hilt. This is the hilt. I don't know where my head just went. I was thinking of the sheath on my side. The hilt is the grip, and I just completely bonered myself. So this one is okay. The hilt is made of hardwood, which is this, held together by steel spacers at the bottom for durability and tightness. Large pommel for broadening near the end for more room for the user's hand. And it comes with a wooden scabbard that I just went over. This is not a hilt, just so you know. Let's go over the specifications. So it is a Gladius. It is an overall length of 29.5, beautifully shortened but wonderfully able inches. It has a 22-inch blade length. It has a 6.8-inch handle. It only weighs 1.75 pounds. So now it says it's 9260 spring steel, but then in this description it says 5160 spring steel. So I don't know. It's one of the two. I'll give you that. Battle ready, yes, and that's what makes it important. The tang is full, so it does run straight through here. It is a hidden full tang, most likely just ratties at the end, so you can screw on the pommel. It has fittings and mountings are steel, hardwood. It is a one-handed sword. straight and double-edged and all of that jazz. But we're not going to sit in here and talk about it. We're going to go outside and use this thing because it's begging for it. Let's go. Woo, all right, we got some sunshine today, everybody. So check this thing out. As a matter of fact, we're in the wrong angle. The sun's on the other side of us. So let's bring it over here to give you an even better look. Oh my goodness. Check this thing out. So one of the really beautiful things that they did on this is they left this unpolished and they polished the ends, the pommel and the quillin. And I have to say, that looks amazing. That looks amazing. It's really nice. You got your spacers here, your spacer here, everything made just to hold this thing into an immaculate being. It's just awesome. The grain itself, gorgeous, just gorgeous. And the draw, how smooth it is coming out of there. Woo-wee. That is so nice. So we all know that the Gladius is a stabbing, thrusting, awesome, nasty sword, but it is also a swinger. And so when we're talking about a swinging sword, it comes down to recovery. And you can see I'm able to snap it back. When you have a sword that doesn't have good recovery, what's going to happen is it's going to do this, and then you have to carry it back. Bam, bam, bam. It wants to come back. It's almost like you're hitting something and it's retrieving itself. It just gets around so easy. So easy. This sword is so light and so nimble. I mean, it is so light and nimble. It is amazing in the hand. Amazing in the hand. And when you're talking about a Gladius, you're talking about something that has to be fast in the draw, and it has to be able to change directions really fast. And that's what you're getting. You're going to hold that shield, and you're going to wrap around. You're going to hold that shield, and you're going to come around. You're going to go over. You're going to come under. Anything you can do to get to your opponent, you're going to do with a sword like this, and it's going to be compact so you can keep it inside. Right here. Now, if the sword was longer and it's stuck way out above the shield, and somebody hit it with their spear or hit it with their sword, this thing's coming right back into your face. No way, you're protecting it. You're protecting it. It's here. And now, bam, getting around. Bam, getting around. Bam, getting around. And it's so light and easy to use. Golly, they couldn't have made this thing any better. Just couldn't have made it any better. It's a Gladius. And I still have one more. I got that Mainz. Woo! And the Mainz has got that those beautiful sweeping sides. So it's like we're getting another degree, another little bit of something. Let's see if we can't just do some little tiny flicks. Did you hear that? Oh, that was beautiful. That was beautiful. God, those are just flicks of the wrist. And this is wood in there. So to show you, this is so nice. To show you what's happening is we're cutting, right, straight through pieces of wood. This is wood. This isn't like something. It's not paper. We're not cutting cardboard and pool noodles. This is wood. Those are just milkweed, but that was wood. It's just so crazy easy. I got to cut down all these branches anyway, so I figure why not come out here with a sword. All right, so let's see. I just want to do some tricep extensions, some back cuts. Just take away some of that overgrowth. And now what we want to do is we want to test some of the strength of this. And I know a lot of the people who review these, they review them cutting pool noodles and they'll do tabletops and things like that, but they're not really showing you that the sword can be used as a sword, that it is an absolute beast. So when you have trees falling that you need to clean up out of the yard, you grab yourself a sword, obviously, and you start going at it. Oh,
right, I wasn't ready for that. I thought it was gonna take a few more hits. Oh my gosh. That is so nice. You see how light this sword is and how nimble? Throw it up, and you can catch it in the air before it hits the ground. That is so nice. That is so nice. Oh, that put a nice shot into there. I'm telling you, that is a mid-air swat, and that is about halfway through that, and this is a big piece. Let's see. Yeah. Ooh, that's nice. All right, let's go hit some dry pieces of wood that are hanging here. Something hard and stiff. Hey, baby. Something hard and stiff. And oh, first we got this one. It's a long overhang. Wonder if we can take off just the tip. Oh. Man, this thing is awesome. So people who are shopping for these and they're wondering, are they any good? Can they actually be used? Well, this is how we test it. This is what we do. We come out and we do it so you don't have to, but in case you want to, you know you can. So now this vine, I don't know if I'm going to be able to cut it, because if you hit it, it's just going to move. But with any luck, we'll see what we can do. Oh. All right, so if anybody has vines, you know how much they suck. They're really hard to cut. Look at this. That is a bundle of vines. And that was a straight cut. All right. My hair looked terrible. Good. Should have put on a hat. It's, I mean, that's just awesome, man. That is awesome. Awesome. You're not going to find something that's, I mean, it's a sword. The fact that it's designed off of a actual recovered piece from the 1st century, that does so much to me. So what I'm doing here, it is double-edged, right? You can see I've been hitting wood. There's no issues in this edge. There's no bending. There's no warping, anything like that. There's no loosening anywhere in the grip. So what I want to do is this hard stuff, I just want to hit a few, and we're going to really see if the edge was going to bend or dent. This is where it's going to happen. So it's just stuff like this. I want to use the tip so I can hit the farthest point away from the strength, which means it's putting the most stress right here. That way, if it's going to loosen, it's going to loosen hitting the tip. Not only that, but it'll be very easy to find a spot on the edge, because I'll know exactly where I'm hitting. So let's see. That's crazy. That is crazy. Oh. I gotta show you. That was a flick of a wrist. That was a flick of a wrist. Look at the size of this piece. Well, anyway, that's crazy. Now let's look at all the sap and everything. We'll wipe it away. Get a good look. Nothing wrong there. Nothing. There is no evidence aside from sap on the freaking steel that this thing just made contact. First contact. We're talking aliens here. This thing is crazy. All right. You know, there always comes a time when a man must take his sword over to the tree and throw it at it. I know. Well, if it's a stabbing weapon, nothing says I just got stabbed like somebody hucking a sword into your chest. So let's see here. I'm going to back up. Oh my God, now that is spring steel. Wow! That's the beauty of spring steel. It allows it to flex and move without snapping, without it being brittle. That is lovely. No bending in the tip. Let's try that again. Oh, hit the side. Hit the side. But not only did I hit the side, took a big chunk out of there, and then we hit some brick. There's no damage. There's no damage. The tip just scraped the brick. Oh my God. I should probably move a little closer. I'm going back about 12 feet with this, and it's really hard to throw. There we go. It's hard to throw this. But here's what's beautiful. I missed a couple times. That means it landed in places it probably shouldn't have landed, hit in places it shouldn't have hit, and this thing is solid. This thing is solid. Let's clean this off so I can show you the tip. No bending, no twisting, no warping, no problemo. Oh, you know, well, let's just stay here. Let's stay here. So let's do some stabs, some actual strikes. So you got your shield. You're gonna come around the shield, straight stab. And you can see this forward guard. My hand is not going to slide onto that blade. That is wonderful. That is wonderful. Gonna do a downward strike. And if you're wondering if I'm actually hitting this thing, I'm a big guy. I'm 6'3", 220 pounds. I am swinging and I am putting it there. You notice it's not falling down from its own gravity. I am pushing this thing. That right there, let's see how far that is. That's over an inch. That right there is deep, right? I'm hitting it. I know you don't have to go like this to make power. It doesn't have to look like that. I'm a powerful guy. So that's really nice. What we're going to do is some uppercuts now. We're going to come under. Ugh. I mean, it is super, ooh, that's in there. Solid. Ugh. It is solid. One of the, I love this. I really love this. This is why I love a Gladius sword. It is so workable. I don't even know what I was about to say, but it's just, it makes you lose your train of thought. One of the great things, I know what I was going to say about a design like this is because it is a centered tip, I can stab all day long. And you know, like what you call grouping. I'm stabbing, and I want to show you how my arm is working, because you shouldn't be able to be accurate when you're stabbing around. Like if I was going to stab this way, it's going to be in the same place every time, naturally. But if I'm coming around my body, it shouldn't be so accurate all the time. You know what I mean? It should have a little bit of play. This thing is in a group like this, swinging around the body. That's crazy. Let's do a couple, just a couple of slashes so we can see the edge. And I even hit that one a little off. No bending, no bending, no loosening, no rattling. Gosh, so nice. So this is really comfortable. I like this. I like this. I got one more to go. We got one more to go. We might have to do a versus, because I have no idea. I don't have any idea what is going to be my favorite. I don't. So far, I've tested two. One, that APOC, it was kind of like apocalyptic. All from swordiz.com. And then this one, and then I have another one. This one's very, very traditional, obviously. But just awesome stuff. So, again, what a sword like this is not made for, because the Romans did not use these as their their axes, but we're gonna just test. Well, I mishit, took off a chunk and buried itself into the log. That's a little testament. Yeah! That's splitter. That's a splitter. Oh man, that was nice. That was nice. Oh, I'm tripping on stuff. Look at that. Look at that. I mean, you can carve, you can feather stick with a Gladius. I don't know if you could see all the pieces flying off, but went into some water. But it's working. It's, you can see the color difference. It is working. It is shaving. See if it goes slow. See that curl? That's what you get out of your survival knife for making fires. This is a Roman Gladius. Shaving the stick like crazy. That is super nice. I'm telling you guys, I haven't been this impressed with a sword one shop stopping type place probably ever. You know what I mean? And the fact that you can get any kind of sword, literally any kind of sword, from these guys, from swordiz.com. I can feel the edge on my arm. Damn. It's one-stop shopping for all your swords, for anything you want. We still have one more to go. We're gonna bring it out. If we could do it tomorrow, we'll do it tomorrow, which we should be able to, and get it done. I am just really excited. I am super stoked. And I'm thoroughly and 100% impressed. The guys over at Legion who did this, man, I'll tell you what, this sword is fantastic. So follow the link below to this page. Check this thing out. It is one awesome freaking piece. Speaking of awesome, I am Donnie all day. Till next video.